Thank you. Your Excellency President Kagame, Your Excellency President Ibrahim Abubakar Keita, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I think the first thing I want to do is to express gratitude to you, Your Excellency President Paul Kagame, the people of Rwanda, for the warm welcome that we have all received here in Kigali. But turning to the issues at hand, Africa is on a cusp now of a major transformation. Unlike the rest of the world, we have a young, vibrant, innovative population that is brimming with immense potential. And we are the new frontier for trade and investment, with estimates indicating that by 2025, business opportunities in Africa will be approximately $5.6 trillion US. But more importantly, we have evolved platforms for driving this collective destiny of our prosperity. Our regional economic blocs, initiatives such as Smart Africa, that are all out there to harness the social and economic potential of this great continent. A fundamental element of this economic prosperity and our journey forward will be technology. And it gives us the means to circumvent deficit of current physical infrastructure as well as institutional capabilities, and it also enables us to leapfrog in that transformation. We have made great strides in harnessing and adopting digital technology for the benefit of our people, and indeed Africa is leading in some of the most advanced digital innovations, as we have heard today. Kenya, as I had mentioned earlier, with M-Pesa, has enabled us to expand financial services, improve business efficiency, as well as increasing financial inclusion. Drones here in Rwanda, delivering emergency medical services faster, cheaper, and safer. And there is also a growing number of e-commerce platforms that are creating new markets and enterprises, and the adoption of new technology is also opening up new opportunities for our young people to access well-paying online jobs. But we need to do more. And towards this end, indeed, as the champion for digital economy in the Smart Africa Alliance, Kenya has developed the Digital Economy Blueprint for Africa, and that blueprint is what we intend to launch today, and it is intended as a framework to guide us as we accelerate the adoption of digital technologies, and it is indeed my hope that all the member states will find value in contextualizing this framework to their specific ecosystems so as to realize the full potential of our digital transformation. The blueprint outlines 5 pillars for the development of a digital economy. First is the digital infrastructure and the availability of affordable, accessible, resilient, and reliable infrastructure. Ubiquitous and inexpensive internet connectivity for African businesses and households is critical to unlocking the potential of the digital economy. Connectivity needs to reach a certain threshold in order for users to access digital services. In Kenya, the total number of active internet and data subscriptions stood at 42.2 million in 2018. Broadband covers more than 45% of the population, and virtually the entire country now is linked to the national optic fiber, the broadband fiber backbone infrastructure. The second pillar is the presence and use of digital services and platforms to enable public service delivery. Currently, our government has over 200 digitized services offered through Huduma centers, countrywide as well as online self-service platform that we refer to as eCitizen. Both platforms offer a one-stop shop for essential services such as applying for birth certificates, passports, national IDs, registration of business, and a variety of other businesses. Kenya has also taken the bold move to digitize core government services such as filing of tax returns, providing services through the iTax system, which is linked to our integrated financial management system, as well as to the Central Bank of Kenya. The digital system has helped to speed up assessment and service delivery of the country's tax administration. The third pillar of this framework is digital business, creating an enabling environment for developers and entrepreneurs to operate on e-platforms, and this is essential. It requires continuous review of laws and regulations to ensure that they support a robust digital market. Mobile digital payments, again, are at the heart of any digital economy. So the growth of e-commerce has actually, in Kenya, been underlined by the success of mobile money payments and platforms such as M-Pesa. With the ability to pay remotely through digital channels, without the ability to pay remotely through digital channels, it would be difficult to conduct economic business. Indeed, 39% of private enterprises in Kenya are engaged in e-commerce, and 70% of all e-commerce payments in Kenya are settled through various mobile money platforms. The fourth pillar is the innovation-driven entrepreneurship, the presence of an ecosystem that supports homegrown firms to generate world-class products and services, and this has greatly helped in widening and deepening of the digital economic transformation. Kenya boasts a robust, innovative ecosystem, and the Kenya government is working with innovation hubs to help in implementing lower entry barriers for ICT entrepreneurs to implement and scale their business in the country and beyond. There are currently 30 active tech hubs in Kenya, including some that are well known in the region, such as NILAB and iHub, and we're also working with the International Telecommunications Union to develop an ICT-centric innovation. The fifth and final pillar is digital skills and values. Digital skills are critical to digital entrepreneurship, digital adoption and transformation, and even to successful conceptualization and implementation of digitized projects in both the private and public sector. We in Kenya have invested heavily in preparing Kenyans for a digital economy through various skill development initiatives. Most notably is the digital learning program that I spoke about earlier, which we initiated in 2013. The program targets learners in all public primary schools and integrates the use of digital technologies in learning. Another notable initiative by the government of Kenya, engineered towards the development of digital skill sets, is the Egeria digital program. And Egeria aims to bridge the skills gap between demand and lack of jobs. It seeks to position Kenya as a choice labor destination for all firms and companies, as well as to encourage local companies and the private sector to create digital work. So the blueprint also highlights cross-cutting issues, namely legal and policy frameworks, emerging technologies, interoperability and data management. And digital technologies bring out great opportunities, but we must never forget that they also introduce new threats. On a continent full of young people, we must work together to ensure that technology is not used as an enabler for social vices or as a tool to widen old divisions that have unfortunately characterized the African narrative, such as ethnicity, social class, religion, race, amongst other things. Instead, access to technology at its most basic level, must be the bulwark for solving problems with new perspectives, for creating exciting opportunities that empower our youth to determine their future, a future that guarantees equality and prosperity for all. Another critical challenge highlighted by the blueprint is the lack of formal or legally accepted identity for African citizens. Indeed, as was said earlier, only a few African countries have made progress in developing digital ID systems as a unique identifier for their citizens. This greatly hinders the ability to fully exploit the opportunities of the digital economy, which relies heavily on trust. Adoption of robust digital ID systems will mitigate the low levels of trust between different actors in the digital chain, and in particular, it will promote business-to-customer e-commerce. We in Kenya have recently embarked on the implementation of a digital ID, which we refer to as Huduma number, through which citizens will be assigned a unique and verifiable digital identity that takes them from cradle to the grave. We will all end up there one day, so it's okay. Yeah. The National Integrated Identity Management System also assigns a personal, unique digital identifier to all citizens, thus facilitating access to government services to all citizens at their home location. Your Excellencies, therefore, the blueprint that we launched today is also mindful of other continental aspirations, such as the Continental Free Trade Agreement, which facilitate the creation of a common digital market, and I continue to join you and others to encourage Africa to work together towards this end. To achieve this goal, however, we need to harmonize standards and to achieve interoperability in our digital platforms. We in Kenya stand ready to partner with all of you to share our experiences, learn from each other, and to work together in our journey towards digital and economic transformation on our continent. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I take this opportunity once again to record my appreciation of the time the members of the working group have invested in developing this quality blueprint, and this blueprint should be our guide in building a prosperous Africa that we all desire. Working together towards a digitally ready, smart Africa is the right strategy to elevate the quality of our life for all Africans and for meaningfully integrating Africa to the globalized economy. Thank you, and God bless you.